Got to convert this. 4th and 5. Manning in trouble. Got it away. Caught, but not enough for the first. And Ohio State bends, but once again does not break.
Salter, straight ahead inside the 10, keeping his balance, getting help from his friends, finding his way to the goal line and in. And it comes down to these precious moments. 4th down and 10 for Bama. Simpson got to come up with it. Simpson, can he get there? Driving to that line, the gain will depend on the spot. It looks like he may be a football shy.
Let's find out together.
It is a turnover on downs.
Cannot say enough about this defense for Florida State, and it's a new look. They've got a facelift. They're running a new 3-3-5 scheme by Tony White, and there's a lot of new faces in from the portal. But man, just the way they're flying around, the attitude they're playing with, it's an attitude.
Yes.
In the late 90s when I was on the Gators and this team was going to 3 straight national championships, their defense coached by Mickey Andrews had an attitude.
Clock is running. 2nd and 17. He's going down again. Akeem Mesidor. Ruben Bain there as well. These terrific defensive ends have taken over on the last couple of plays, and time expires. They're going to give Notre Dame the play, or are they? Now the official on the far sideline is stopping the play, and the game is over. C.J. Carr fought valiantly, but in the end, it was Carson Beck in Miami that wins 27-24. And the defense, after the one bust that was reminiscent of a year ago, dominated that final series. Their first win against the top 10 opponent since 2017. That was also against Notre Dame.
350 pounds out of Atlanta, Creekside High School making a play. As the Bulls go quick, Brown coming near side. Pass is caught, Keyshawn Singleton. He will go untouched to the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. 66 yards, and they have the lead at the Swamp. Little dump off. Isaac breaking tackles down the far sideline. Hit out of bounds inside the 35 by Castell. And the Bulls are in business after a 27-yard pickup. 20-yard field goal attempt from the middle of the field. Gramatica for the win, and there it is. 18-16 the final score, and the Bulls explode off the bench.
There's Kyle Ferry warming up on the sideline. 2 plays to get 9 yards to keep the game going. Pressure was picked up. Shapen, wide open, caught across the middle. Thompson, touchdown! Levitt looking middle and going deep middle, intercepted. Intercepted by Washington.
So it's 3rd and 8. Pressure. Mateer escapes and slings it downfield into traffic. Catch made. Satania knocked out about at the 5. Improvisational brilliance from Mateer that time. Mateer running all the way. Gets free. Mateer. Touchdown Oklahoma. That drive was all on the quarterback. And the Sooners stretch it back to 2 scores. Got a 4th down and about a yard here. And that's it. The Sooner defense has the final word. Almost Seago with a tackle for loss. They invaded the backfield all night. They stopped runners behind the line. They blitzed. They pressured Underwood. Oklahoma's defense is the story.
Haynes King will run it. He'll be short of the first down. Driven back after a gain of only a couple, and here comes the fire drill. They will line Aiden Burr up to try and win the game. Down to 10 seconds to go. His career-long 51, this from 55. The snap is off. It is on the way. It's got the distance.
Enormous moment in the recent history of this rivalry. They bring pressure. Stockton together, long throw to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown Humphreys! Are you kidding me? A 4th down touchdown. What a throw! A 2-pointer from tying it now. Stockton as a runner, always a threat here. Drops back, delivers, wide open, and Zach Branch converts, and Georgia has drawn even. He clear out the static and has had an execute in a play unlike he's ever faced in his career. Long throw on the money, caught by Staley. Well done by the quarterback. Play with a little tempo here. Star Thomas makes a cut. Thomas gets the edge and is dragged down just inside Georgia territory by Bolden. And then off to the left. They're going to try to run for it. And they've got their right edge. And they've got a first down to the 35 with Bishop. Drives it. It's fading. And he missed it wide to the right. Frazier's the back. He's got it. Can he get the edge? Cuts inside. Nate Frazier down the sideline. Grabbed out of bounds inside the 5. Turrentine saved a touchdown. McCray driving, reaching for the end zone. Spotted short. 3rd down coming up.
I don't know if they'll review this or not. I don't know if he was able to lean and push the ball across. Watch right there. That's a touchdown. Yeah, that's a win. That's
broke the plane.
That's a ball game. That's a Georgia win. He got across.
Reviewing the play right now.
Short of the goal line. Previous plays under further review.
It was hard to see live, but he did take a risk, by the way.
And the left,
seeing that ball in traffic.
Left knee stayed up.
After further review, it is a touchdown.
Yeah.
Game is over.
And the Dogs do it again. Prolonging Volunteer misery in this head-to-head. What a battle. 41-38 in overtime.
Now can they punch it in? Love bursts through the hole. Stays on his feet. Love. Touchdown. 12 yards out. And Love is in the air in South Bend. Box snap. Buckner has to pick it up. The quarterback with some time. No look and incomplete. And huge issue. Keeps it at a 6-point game.
Good snap. Just a bad attempt to hold.
4th in the game. Reed, rush comes. Reed pumps, fires. It is caught. Nate Borkacher brings it in and ties the game. And he's got it.
There's no way that Borkacher was the main target on this play.
Carr over the middle. Greathouse leaves it for Faison. Now back to Jeremiah Love, and he's going to go out of bounds. This game is over. Texas A&M gets a signature road win under Mike Elko. They announce to the nation they have arrived with a 41-40 victory over Notre Dame.
And they are losing the battle.
Play action for Angeli. Lobs one towards the end zone. Caught, running under it. Darrell Gill for a touchdown. Perfect placement for Angeli. And Darrell Gill's got another. Down 27-14 here. Ricky Collins, the backup quarterback. He'll throw to the front pylon. Tried to squeeze it back shoulder to Ross Simmons. He's got it for the touchdown. Not only is Clemson 3 for 13 on 3rd down, but they have turned it over on downs 3 times in the second half. This would be number 4 if they can't pick up 5 yards. Klubnik backpedaling, incomplete. And Adam Randall furious as he comes to the sideline. It's another turnover on downs, and it was David Reese that pressured Klubnik.
Already has over 100 yards, and that's Marshall's turn. They go to him again, and he's got a big opening again, and he is gone. Jordan Marshall, he'll take it to the end zone touchdown.
At the snap.
From the 3-yard line, sidearm throw out and in for the touchdown. And it's Harburg again. Former quarterback has got the score. Going to go with the right foot to the left side. To the big hop. Michigan's got it, though.
Nice job. I think it was Bredesen that time.
And he has the Oklahoma touchdown. The blitz. Running room for Mateer. Mateer, touchdown! Arnold. Look out, he gets buried. Back at the 3-yard line by Grayson Halton. Tigers on 4th and 29.
Throw a Hail Mary towards Cam Coleman.
He goes down to the end zone, a safety. On the 10th sack, a fitting ending to this one.
They got 2 guys over there. They got a corner and a safety shading to him.
They bring another blitz. Castellanos on the move. Castellanos into the end zone. Diving attempt. Touchdown! Randy Pittman, the tight end, traps it. Play action for Morris. Rolling out. Tucks it under. Hunting the pylon. He got there. Touchdown! Morris to throw. Into the end zone. Caught in the back of the end zone with a flag out. They've got the 2-point play. Trell Harris tight-roped the back line. We'll have to check the marker.
I think you're going to get defensive holding, pass interference on Florida State. Is he going to get help? Is he going to be one-on-one?
Castellanos looking that way. Guess who? Bobbled. Did he hold on? Deuce Robinson. Did he have control before he went out of the back of the end zone? They say he did for the touchdown.
I don't know, Bob.
After further review, pass was incomplete.
4th down and 12 to keep the game alive. In overtime number 2. Here comes the blitz. Castellanos in trouble. Heaves one towards the end zone. Intercepted. It's over. Virginia has done it.
He snapped.
It's happening quickly. It's an enormous play. Cass Jones is going to be hit behind the line. L.T. Overton makes a huge play for this Tide defense, and they preserve the lead in the red zone. Now 3 receivers to the left. Simpson flips it in the flat. Miller's got it, and he slides down at the 50 with a first down. Great call, well executed.
Shovel pass. It's Ross. It's a touchdown. On 1st and goal. Allen. Touchdown. Patron from 4 yards out, and Penn State has the lead. Moore, shovel pass, and continuing in for the touchdown, Jamari Johnson. Heck of an effort from the tight end for the score. He's got 7 catches, 89 yards on the day. Dennis Sutton, a free runner. Moore on the run, wide open. Gary Bryant, touchdown. One play is all they need to take the lead. Moore through his progression, intercepted, denied Dennis Sutton. Looking to return it for Penn State, and he's tracked down from behind by Sadiq. Ball comes out, scooped up by Campbell, and finally he goes down. Take it to Pena. Aller, sideline. Oh, it's picked! Dylan Thieneman calls game. That's a walk-off, white-out winner for the Ducks.
Now Jack Bomeister tries to take field position, and they blow the punt through the back of the end zone for 2. Special teams strikes for the Gators. I think he's playing right now, still at about 220.
Yeah, he said he was a little bit lighter than that.
Left on the sideline. Inbounds Dallas Wilson. To the end zone, dragging tacklers for a Gators touchdown.
See if he can get it.
Arch Manning tries to keep the play alive by shoveling a ball forward. They'll say he's down. George Gumbs gets the sack, and the clock's going to run out. They're out of timeouts. They've got receivers all the way down the field. I don't know they're going to get another snap. It goes to 0. He tries to spike it. The clock's at all zeros.
After review, the ball was still in the quarterback's hands with 0 seconds on the clock. By rule, the game is over.
There it is. The game is over. So Florida celebrates a win over the top 10 team.
3rd and goal at the 7. Iamaleava scans the field. Nico's going to take off. Nico to the end zone. Touchdown. Both sides. Empty backfield. Iamaleava, Nico, look out. Got away, throws late and got it. Touchdown. Quasi Gilmore, I should say, 2-point conversion. Penn State 1 out of 2 on 4th down today. This is the play of the game. And it is going nowhere. The Bruins have stopped the Nittany Lions. Final play of the game, barring a penalty. Aller, there's the hook, and the lateral, and the ball game is over. The Bruins of UCLA at home win their first game of the year. They carry Jerry Neuheisel off the field.
Fletcher is the bat. Beck looking to throw. They bring pressure. It's picked up. Caught. Tony off and running. Malachi Tony. He doesn't lose foot races. 4th down, touchdown as the Canes stretch the lead from 40.
And and Bo Prabula. 3rd down and 10. Oh, it is intercepted. Intercepted by Alabama, Dijon Lee. And that will do it.
Backfield, Wisner is far to the left. Manning looking to the left. Zips into the end zone. Touchdown! DeAndre Moore. They turned him loose. He kind of looked the ball into his hands, and Texas is on top for the first time today. In that area, came over from Ohio State. Niblett, who carefully fields this one, has some room. Ryan Niblett weaving, still running down the sideline. Niblett all the way to the house. 75, no flags.
From the 21-yard line as we approach 6 minutes remaining. Noah Whittington is the fake. The ball's in the air. It's intercepted by Indiana. Plucked out of the air by Lewis Moore. Whatever magic the offense has and Will Stein, the coordinator, has up their sleeves, they better use it right now. Dante Moore hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. And that is going to be the ball game. Isaiah Jones, the linebacker Gary's been talking about all day long, and he just jumped in front of that pass.
Back to throw again, stepping up, and now taking a deep shot, going for Tony, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Antonio Watts.
Audible's checking here.
Play clock down to 3. Pump fake, back looking long. It's underthrown. And it's intercepted again, this time Jabari Mack. 2 interceptions in the last 2 possessions thrown by Carson Beck. Miami bringing pressure. Moss over the middle to Brown, a first down. And Brown inside the 20. And Brown into the end zone. Touchdown Louisville. Biggest play of the season for Miami. Beck throwing downfield, intercepted. Picked off at the 25-yard line. It was JoJo Evans who got that one, and there's no flag this time. And Beck will throw, gets rid of it quickly, and it is almost picked off. It is! It's intercepted! TJ Capers looked like it was tipped at the line, and Beck throws his 4th pick of the game, and that one was a killer.
Here we are at 4th and 1. They got to get right to that 45-yard line.
Still 3rd quarter, but it feels urgent. Bowens and McCray, both big fellas in there. No! Yes! There's no way he was going to get out of that. He was stacked up, and he just broke free. Play 12 of this drive. Looking to throw for it, pitches it down, and Frazier walks in. Desperately needed for the Dogs to cut into this lead. Georgia running game. Bowens the back. Fake it to him. Stockton end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Hat trick. Lawson lucky. I vote for the latter.
Yeah.
4th down. Gotta have it. Not gonna get it. Batted down to the line of scrimmage. That was Josh Horton again. Just trying to take over late in the game, and the Dogs are going to do it again.
Take care of the rock. Play fake. Hammond, sideline, back shoulder. Birds on twist to grab it. And in a hurry, Texas Tech is right in front of Arizona State. A penalty inches it forward. It's a quarterback run. Hammond gets to the edge with a boom to the goal line. State on a 4th and 2 to decide the ball game right here. this year has been 49 in Charlotte for Reese Verhoff. Lopez wants to throw it, taking the deep shot and looking for Taylor, who cannot hang on, and it is intercepted. Antonio Clary.
Back is forward now. The tailback is forward towards the line of scrimmage, so it doesn't look like he's getting it. Oh, they snapped it to him.
Direct snap to Taylor, and he's in for the touchdown. Very similar to the direct snap they ran at Louisville, Steve, 2 weeks ago.
Out of empty.
Goss is coming to game. Lopez, the throw to the far side. This is Goss at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. And Carolina's going for 2. Snap, Lopez to his left. Throws, it's caught, and Hall did not get in, and Virginia wins.
2nd and 4. Work to the gun before that. Here is Sellers, and he's wrapped up by Tim Keenan. Ball may have come out right at the end there. Now they're ruling him down, but you can see Alabama arguing for it. And it is a turnover. As Deontay Lawson
on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. First down, Alabama.
Watch the wrestling match with Tim Keenan at 320 pounds and Lenoris Sellers, and Lawson was quick to be right on it. With a direct snap, they fake it to Simpson, and Bernard breaks free. Jeremy Bernard, how about it? A 25-yard touchdown run by Jeremy Bernard. Sellers. And he is brought down as Keon Keeley, who's taken much more of a central role, puts it into it. An absolute thriller here at Williams-Brice Stadium.
Ryan Niblett, the dangerous punt returner, is back there, and another bomb by Pulliam, and Niblett's back near the 23. Gets the sideline. Niblett! He's gone! Touchdown, Texas! Weisner to Caldwell's right, throws to the back pylon. It is caught by Mosley, but out of bounds.
Really on the field is an incomplete pass.
The ultimate timing ball here. Mosley had a step on Diego Brumfield.
The ruling of an incomplete pass on the previous play is under video review. The ruling is touchdown.
Mississippi State needs a miracle on 4th and 20. Shapen facing pressure, trying to get out of there. He can't! Texas ends the game with an Ethan Burke pressure. What a miracle win at Mississippi State for the Texas Longhorns in overtime.
A.J. Newberry, the running back. Pavia takes off running. Pavia is going all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. Nice sunny day back then. Beautiful. A little cloudy now. Diego Pavia letting one fly. Busted coverage. This is going to be a touchdown for Eli Stowers. 67 yards. And he's run for 52, and he would have had 82, but they've taken 30 yards off the total because of the sacks. To the goal line. Ball extended. Did not get there. Junior Sherrill reached for the pylon. 40 seconds to go. Pavia needs to get rid of it. Does. Back in the end zone. Touchdown. My goodness. Richie Hoskins. 2. They hit it right to Livingston, and he missed the ball. It's free on the ground. And did it go out of bounds? Oh, Vanderbilt had all kinds of chances at it. Did they corral it in bounds? Longhorns are saying no. We haven't seen a signal. Now we are from the officials. It was there for the taking right in front of their sideline, and they couldn't squeeze it.
The ruling on the field is that the ball was touched in bounds. However, the ball went out of bounds with no player in possession. Therefore, it's Texas's ball at the out-of-bounds spot, first down.
Wow. To extend the game, to extend the drive, rather. And now this from Duke Scott. Touchdown, Pack! And what a night for his young quarterback, C.J. Bailey. Biggest start of his career. 340 yards and 3 touchdowns. Haynes King to the end zone. It is intercepted. Caden Fordham. And here they come. Pack with the upset.
Career long is 51. 7 on the play clock. Got to get moving here. Jennings, you don't want to take a sack, and he won't. The pass is ruled complete at the 21. What a grab by Hudson. Kept his feet in bounds. Stops the clock with 29 seconds to go.
Makes himself available to the quarterback. Feet are down, ball in his hands, firm control. Does he survive the ground? He does.
Wow.
What a catch.
And now a chance for redemption for Sam Keltner. From 38 yards out for the tie. This time leaving no doubt. And we are knotted at 20 with 25 seconds to play.
But it's typically it's Malachi Tony who's the go-to, who's second from the bottom. Keelan Marion lined up, singled up to the top.
Beck's gonna pass. Pumps, delivers, picked off at the 2 by Moses. SMU on the verge of history. Harden, trick or treat, Dallas. SMU wins.
Playing man coverage on the outside.
Final 30 seconds of the quarter. Second down throw to the end zone. Douglas. Touchdown, Texas Tech. What a drive. Moving around fast as a family. I said, do you have a home here maybe? And that defense getting after Bachmeier, who escapes and throws an interception. Picked off by Rodriguez, and J-Rod, as they call him, kind of making the Heisman candidate around here. Makes a big play. The first takeaway by this defense today.
In formation with Dickey there.
6 offensive linemen. Power! And walking in is Cameron Dickey. Texas Tech making a statement in front of the nation today.
Mendoza in trouble. It's out. Touchdown! Wow! A wild play. Unbelievable. Give him the Heisman Trophy now. Did he get his foot down?
The ruling of the touchdown is under review.
Oh my goodness. No way!
Less than a half minute. Dante Moore throws. Oh, what a catch and throw to Malik Benson. Great coverage, and he put it right where it had to be. Unless we have another timeout. From 39 yards for the win. Up and good. He got it. With 3 seconds left, it looks like Oregon is going to leave Iowa City with a huge victory.
Well, they keep getting him involved in the run game. He'll throw it here. And he takes a shot, and it's caught for a touchdown by Isaiah Williams. Finally. Back to throw again. Stepping up. taking a shot, and it is caught. Bethel Roman, touchdown, Texas A&M. But now off schedule after the holding call. Back to throw off play action from his 3-yard line, and it's caught. Bethel Roman running away from defenders. Will they catch him? They finally do as he's tripped up. To go empty set here for Marcel Reed. 8 of 11, 2 touchdowns in the second half. He'll step back and fire. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Borkinger makes it a 1-score game. Started on the A&M 1. They're now inside the 5. Smith, the ball carrier. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. And the game is tied. A&M can take the lead with the extra point. This could be it for South Carolina. Blitz coming. Sellers steps up. Taking off. Down he goes. Turnover on downs. A&M a minute away from hanging on for an incredible comeback. One of the greatest we've seen in SEC history.
Will they bring that pressure? Yes, they do. Heineke tried to blitz. Simpson throws. Broken up. Peyton Bowen. What a day for the Bowen brothers and the Oklahoma defense. The Oklahoma Sooners are going to get a huge win. Back-to-back road wins against ranked teams.
Stockton fires downfield. Caught. Touchdown. London Humphreys. Back to 11. Emphatic answer. And now an onside kick. Going to steal a possession. And it works. Georgia recovers the onside kick. Trickery from Smart. Stealing a possession. Build a 3-score lead. Stockton keeping all the way. No, flipping to the end zone. Touchdown. Lawson Lucky.
They'll shift and hand it to Jackson straight ahead. There goes Jackson. Joe Jackson, an all-time night, into the end zone for another touchdown. 24 more yards. Kansas State going for 2. Johnson is going to throw, and it's knocked away, deflected, and actually intercepted. There is a penalty flag. Returnable, and here goes Utah. Teo Johnson. Avery Johnson trying to catch him. Teo Johnson angling, and he's going to go all the way. Now there is a flag back in the end zone, so this one might be negated by the penalty.
There's all the players, 2 points for Utah.
Wow, so they just picked up the penalty flag, waved it off, and Utah gets 2.
More than likely going to be the first offensive lineman taken in the NFL draft this year.
Dampier toward the corner of the end zone, and caught! Touchdown, Larry Simmons! What a throw and catch. This game's not over from 20 yards out. And it comes down to this, 4th and 1 out of the 2-minute timeout. Utah's season on the line. They need a yard. Dampier with Parker is going to fake it. Dampier straight ahead. There he goes! Dampier! Inside the 30! To the sideline! Inside the 5! Parker and Dampier. Parker in motion. Dampier keeps it. Dampier. Touchdown, Utah! Jackson in the backfield alongside Johnson. In to help pass protect. Johnson scrambling. Throws across his body. And it's intercepted. The senior, Lander Barton. And that's going to do it. A A crazy come-from-behind win for Utah.
Noah Whittington, the tailback, gets the handle. Noah Whittington gets the touchdown. Ducks score again. 9 yards for Noah Whittington.
We're inside 3 minutes now in the game clock. Give to Turner, up the middle, first down and more. Inside the 30, Turner inside the 10, all the way for the Pittsburgh touchdown. And possibly the dagger on Georgia Tech's ACC title game hopes.
And they are, at the very least, in the verge of field goal range. Arch Manning looking like Grandpa. Touchdown!
2nd and 3. Sand splits out of the pocket. Looks backside. Down the field. Tate. Touchdown. Tatum. Home run hitter. 50 yards. And now he and the Buckeyes are 36 seconds away from beating their arch rival and heading to the Big Ten championship. The reigning national champions remain undefeated. They exorcise the demons by defeating the University of Michigan 27-9. Two gentlemen shake hands.
Setting the tone and attacking it all.
Down to 40 seconds. Quick pitch to the edge. Coleman breaks a tackle. Lost the ball. Alabama recovers. Deontay Lawson falls on it. And the Crimson Tide, with that takeaway, are going to survive the Iron Bowl, go to Atlanta to play for a conference championship, and in all likelihood, on to the CFP. A heartbreaking finish for Auburn. Bray Hubbard knocked it loose, Kirk.
Yep.
Lawson fell on it.
Receiver in the country.
Estimaker under heat, got rid of it, tipped and picked off. It's coming back the other way. Chris Rogers. Ball comes out, but it's a touchdown.
Owski in motion. Quarterback run. Barnett using a lead blocker. Gets free. Barnett to the end zone. That's the player of the year in the Sun Belt.
Texas Tech looking to put this game away. On 4th down, they get it into space to Aiken, and Aiken inside the 10 and into the end zone for another touchdown.
Branch trying to find some space and scores! The Dogs deliver the dagger.
Good from 30 yards already today. No good! Year awards in the Big Ten. Big play here. 3rd and 6. At the 24. Mendoza. Charlie B. From Nashville, Tennessee.
A 9-yard gain. They're going quickly. 25 seconds to go to the end zone. It is caught by Wood for a touchdown. The official threw his hand. He was out of bounds for sure. They had 1st and goal at the 1. Now it's 4th and goal just outside the 1. Castle stays in to block. Mensah. End zone touchdown. Jeremiah Hazley.
Bailed him out after a great defensive play.
Another 4th down conversion there. 4th. They go to a trick play. Taylor threw it back to Morris. It is intercepted! Intercepted by Luke Margot! And Duke has won the ACC!
Only rushed 3. Intercepted! They confused him! Xavier Brown headed the other way! Touchdown Tide! A pick 6! From the man who had one against Tennessee just before the half.
And eventually getting the right call into the defense. People always want to change tempos on him.
Simpson this time has a clean pocket. Lofting toward the end zone. Brooks! Touchdown Alabama! Crimson Tide have the lead. Bernard in motion. It's Hill. Banging forward. Fighting. Twisting. Touchdown Alabama.
What an incredible job by this offensive line.
One of the great portal transfers anybody has made this season. Gets it up and good. No, they say no good. Did that fade outside the upright? Disbelief. Disbelief. He hasn't missed since his first attempt of the year. And when he had to have it to make it a one-score game, he ruled this as outside the upright. I thought it was through.
Zirkle will knock one through. He was the backup to start the year, but Randy Bond, there it is. It is deflected on a low kick. Wesley Besaint bringing it back. The nightmare continues for Mike Elko. Kicking situation, that wasn't the case at the beginning of the year. Carter Davis. And that ball, you could see it get driven wide by the wind. From 47 yards. And he's been outstanding all season long. Missed his first today from 47. This is from 40 in the lead at the half. Oh, those kickers. That one wasn't close. 21-yard try for Davis. For the first points of this game early in the third quarter. And a sigh of relief for Mario Cristobal. That's off the upright and no good. This is from 35 to tie it. And right down the middle. Wins by an average of 17 points per game. But against weak competition. They do go to the run game, and it's Fletcher off and running. Fletcher across midfield, refusing to go down. And all the way to the 30-yard line of A&M. For 75 yards. Undoubtedly, no, they're not going to give it again. They're going to give it to Tony. Tony scores a touchdown. What a call by Shannon Dawson. Beautifully executed. Malachi Tony comes to the forefront for Miami again. E.J. Smith, the running back. Reed gets it to the end zone. Intercepted! Picked off again by the freshman, Bryce Fitzgerald.
Lacey's first touch straight up the middle and straight into the end zone. You cannot start better than that. Offensive coordinator has familiarity with the program. There's the block and there's the score. Trinidad Chambliss just letting Lacey pave the way. Instead, he quickly gets it to Stribling, who goes into the end zone for a touchdown. And now this offense looking to add to the scoreboard. Logan Diggs trying to power ahead, and he does. Set him off, light it up. It's party time at the Grove. Chambliss going to scoot ahead, and he dives ahead for the touchdown.
Four-man rush.
He's well protected again. He's going to take a shot at the seam. In stride, Jabari Johnson. Touchdown. Quarterback keeper. Moore to the pylon and in. Another Oregon touchdown.
You can tell just by his body language and way in which he executes this offense, he's in control.
Pitch to De'Aaron Hill. Gets the edge. Stays in bounds. Touchdown. Play action for Dante Moore. Floats one to a one-on-one. Backing up McClellan. Did he haul it in? Yes. That's another Oregon touchdown. Moore off play action. A deep shot to the end zone. Drops it right down the chimney to Malik Benson. Another Oregon touchdown. Was a look team wide receiver when he first arrived. As Moore is going to take a shot. Guess who? Benson. Touchdown. Right on cue. Blocked punt. And it's going to be a scoop and score.
After the loss of 6, another pass play that's intercepted. Taking it back is Keontae Scott. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Miami. A 70-yard pick six. 6 minutes to play. First down in the Hurricane 30. They're going to run Fletcher on first down. And Fletcher all the way near midfield. His best run of the second half. The road for the Hurricanes. He'll get the carry here. Inside the 35, dragging defenders, a first down. All the way to the 26. They snap it with 1 on the play clock. Brown into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Top seeds go 0-5.
Bain coming. Sand gets the pass away. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lucas.
7 completions for 40 yards in this Orange Bowl. Oh, the ball is out! The ball is out! Uiagalelei has it! Uiagalelei, and then he fumbles and returns to the 5-yard line, recovering it. Davison into the end zone. Joey McGuire needs to see his offense deliver right here, right now. They're going to direct snap to the running back. And it's Williams on 4th down. Can he get there? No, he can't. The Ducks stop him. Jaden Kennedy with the tackle. Fans who have traveled to South Florida. 3rd and goal to the end zone. They go. It is intercepted, and it's Finney again. Brandon Finney with an all-time Orange Bowl. 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery for the freshman. Here's 4th down and 5 from their own 29. And Morton is sacked by Tatum Tuioti. What a day Tatum has had.
Look, he's been dealing with that all season long.
Here's 4th down, and he is absolutely smothered by Blake Purchase. What an exclamation mark to cap this defense's day.
Simpson far to the right in that bunch set. Bernard comes in motion. They pop it to him, trying to get the edge. And he's not going to get there. Indiana with a 4th down stop. As DeBoer rolls the dice and Isaiah Jones spoils the plan. They're showing pressure. Here it comes. Mendoza has time. Lows end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Becker! Mendoza on fire early. The 21-yard strike. 4-man rush, plenty of time. Simpson escapes. And not going to slide. He's going to stay on his feet. Lost the ball as he was hit after getting 1st down yardage. Indiana takeaway. Isaiah Jones recovered it. They specialize in creating turnovers, and there's another one.
Yep.
No more timeouts to work with. So they're looking to throw, and Mendoza flips it. Easy pitch and catch. There's Omar Cooper Jr. And Indiana stretches the lead before halftime. 3rd and 1, looking to throw. Launching to the end zone. Surratt's out there. Touchdown Hoosiers. Pouring it on.
That's pretty good.
Black bursting free. Hoosiers punctuate. An incredible performance. Doesn't like a pig roast. That was the week after they had beaten Oregon. So he's breaking free. Hemby has turned to find the end zone. Alabama being humiliated.
Yeah,
Indiana
this is embarrassing.
Back. Deuce Alexander, the motion man. Lacey has the corner and a touchdown. It was Everett who put pressure on it. It's Everett blitzing again off the corner. Chambliss retreating. Back near his own goal line. Picks up a block. Here we go again. Lacey, the catch, survives a big hit and gets the first down. 1 minute into the 4th quarter of this college football playoff quarterfinal. Chambliss again on the run down the field. Harrison Wallace III to take on Miami in the Fiesta Bowl. Kewan Lacey lunges for the goal line. Touchdown! Lifted out. Chambliss with pressure coming. Back of the end zone. Caught for 2. Trey Wallace. Stockton is out there. They do snap it. And he's under pressure. And sacked. And the ball has come out. Sontarian Perkins. Agree with you. 12 consecutive completions for Chambliss. Going for 13. He has it. And another touchdown. Harrison Wallace having the night of his life. Pressure up the middle. Picked up. Stockton to the end zone. And it is caught for a touchdown. Zachariah Branch. Biggest play of the year for these two teams so far. Stockton has Branch at the 35-yard line. He's made 36 of his last 40. He's the most accurate kicker in school history by a mile, and that one is dead center. Chambliss lobbing it up behind the defense. Dejon Stribling tackle from behind by DeMello Jones at the 30. What a call by Charlie Weiss to the semifinal. "47 yards. And it is good! Right down the middle!
Again, the Canes bring pressure. Chambliss delivers. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Daquan Wright. Chambliss on the move. Scanning. End zone. Caught. 2-point conversion by Caleb Odom. Are in field goal range. It's a long distance one. 4-man rush. Back across the middle. Caught. First down. Keelan Marion stepping up and making a massive contribution tonight. Picked up 17. 3 receivers bunch to the left. Beck is looking that way. And still looking. Takes off running. Carson Beck with his legs. Puts Miami on top. What a drive. Very different look on defense from before the timeout. You're right. Chambliss connects the snap. Backpedals. Launches to the end zone. Broken up. And the Miami Hurricanes head home to play for a championship.
De'Aaron Hill Jr. is the running back. The quick pass is intercepted. It's going to be run in for an Indiana touchdown. D'Angelo Pons on the first play of the game. He's at the left end of the offensive line. Mendoza, end zone, caught! Touchdown! Omar Cooper. Need to be the top 2 picks if Moore goes into the NFL draft. He hasn't made up that decision yet. The ball slips out of his hand as he wound up to throw. And Indiana has it inside the 5. Mario Landino came up with the ball for the Hoosiers. Mendoza with Black, the running back. Black straight ahead, touchdown. Kaylon Black. Brought him to James Madison in the portal where he excelled. Now he's a Hoosier. Deep throw, Charlie Becker. Touchdown, Indiana. They're going to have to throw it with regularity. He gets hit, lost the ball again. Daniel Ndukwe knocked it out. And it is Indiana ball. He's the running back. Mendoza, quick pass, touchdown. Elijah Surratt. And now 5 wide receivers on 3rd down and 5 for Mendoza. To the end zone, wide open receiver and a touchdown. E.J. Williams. Mendoza fires, back line of the end zone, touchdown. Elijah Surratt.
To the beat of his own drum.
Kaylon Black, big hole. Kaylon Black, touchdown. Oh, and finally a smile.
He would attempt any long-distance field goals that Cignetti elects to try tonight. Well, check that. He boots it to the 1-yard line and a chance for a return. And Marion breaks through 1 tackle. He'll be stopped at about the 27-yard line. With the game plan for him, see what the Hoosiers do to adjust. Quick throw across the middle, catch made, and running after it is Cooper. Cooper breaking tackles out across the 45 yards after the catch. There's a pitch to the edge. That's Surratt with a stiff arm there on Ethan O'Connor. It fit that play. On 3rd down, trying to run for it with Black, and Black bursts for a 1st down as the Hoosiers are in the red zone after a 7-yard 3rd down run. They bring it. Pitch to the end zone and fought for it, incomplete. Well defended. That was O.J. Frederic on Charlie Becker, who's their automatic from 34 yards. Indiana, with the quarterback bleeding a little bit, draws first blood in this game. The Hoosiers, 12-play drive. Miami 0 for so far on 3rd down, Kirk.
There's that quick huddle you're talking about.
Marty Brown tests the middle and is pushed right back, gets nothing into the teeth of the Hoosiers. In Miami, if they can't succeed on plays like that, it's going to be a long night.
Eventually, you're going to see them take shots.
Pitch, and it's incomplete. Flag comes in. Once again, it was Frederic in front of
Pass
Cignetti.
interference, number 29. Defense, spot foul, automatic, 1st down.
Package in the game. Mendoza running out of time, and it's too high.
He had a free play because of Ruben Bain jumping.
Cooper comes in motion, handoff up the middle, and barreling for a 1st down and more is Kaylon Black. Catching the Canes off guard, rumbles for 21. It's been Black, who now hits 1,000 yards with that run at the hot hand. Again, huge cushion, and Becker makes the catch, fights down near the pylon, touchdown Indiana!
Kind of gives up on the play. Does he stay in bounds? Nope, he's out of bounds right there.
Black, once again, lined up behind Nowakowski. They hand it off to the fullback / tight end, and he powers in. Touchdown, Indiana. A dominant start here for the #1 team. Davis, who kicked a game-winning field goal here against Notre Dame in the opener. That was from 47. This is from 50. And it doinks off the right upright. That's the second time he's doinked one in the CFP. Doza needs 9 here. Has time, now running out of it as Bain chases him down and makes the sack. 2 sacks on the possession, and Miami survives the personal foul. They'll give Tony a 5-yard gain anytime. Great job corralling number 10, not letting him get loose. Fletcher breaks free. Mark Fletcher in the foot race. Miami touchdown. And just like that, Miami's bell cow back changes around this championship game. Not in there to anchor the middle of this D-line on 3rd and 3. Mendoza looks to throw, gets it out, and it's bobbled and incomplete. Surratt had his hands on it, normally very reliable. Dropped the ball. Concede very little. Pressure for back up the middle, gets it out. Tony's got the ball, but not enough. Wrestled down immediately by Lewis Moore. They continue to feed Tony, but nowhere to run after the catch once again. So Dylan Joyce back on. Blocked! Indiana blocks the punt and falls on it for a touchdown! Isaiah Jones on the recovery. He had been on a roll on 3rd downs in the last couple of games, but not tonight. 0 for 8 as Beck tries to scramble and create on the move. Steps back, still trying to buy time. Right downfield, Daniels works free. C.J. Daniels waited for his quarterback to finally spot him. Tony comes in motion. They pitch it to him. He has a block. Malachi Tony takes off and races down to the 12-yard line. Got a block from Keelan Marion. 7 offensive linemen in there. 7 O-linemen and a tight end. Fletcher walks in. Miami touchdown. What a response. Second down run again. Black bursting free. Just running through arm tackles. First down across the 40. And there it is to the edge. Cooper has some blockers. Omar Cooper with his quick burst. Good help on the edge from his teammates, and the gain is 19. A lot of coaches would punt Miami deep. Mendoza, ball in his hands. Sideline pitch. Becker comes back to make a catch. Miami had to get the field goal block team off to get some pass rushers back on there. Here we go. Got to get to the 8. He's going to take off and run. Mendoza weaves his way first and goal. Diving toward the end zone. Touchdown! That's where he won the Heisman Trophy.
What a call by Curt Cignetti and the offensive coordinator, Mike Shanahan. Quarterback draw. He definitely breaks the plane, holds on to the football for a touchdown. What an individual effort, as you said, Chris, by the Heisman Trophy winner.
Very, very few design runs had not been a part of the plan. Beck has time against the light rush, and he delivers a strike.
Sat right behind the linebackers. He put it right over top of them.
Beck again, delivers across the middle. It's Tony. Malachi Tony splitting defenders and weaving his way deep into Hoosier territory. And just like that, with 2 plays, essentially come away with points in this drive.
Tony in the backfield there.
He's got it on the pitch. Tony breaks free. Malachi Tony spinning, scoring! Is there a more exciting player in this sport? Just some confusion. Need 2 in the play clock. Mendoza pitches downfield. Becker makes the catch again. in front of O'Connor. Nobody stopped that all year consistently. Black, nothing. He stopped immediately. That was Wesley Bassint and Mo Toure. Those two linebackers stepped up. Final timeout taken. Field goal attempt coming up. Field goal knocked right through. So Indiana took 4:50 off the clock, moved it 11 plays, and added 3 to the lead. Beck's got to regroup from that big blow and deliver. Miami still 65 yards from the end zone. Underneath, Marty Brown's got it. Brown breaks a tackle. It's a first down. Beck again, nobody open. And fires. High ball, catch made. Beck, long pitch to the sideline. Catch made by Daniels. Spun down inbounds by Sharp. Again, no timeouts left. Clock stops momentarily as Mendoza can watch on one knee. Yeah. Brown is the back. Beck steps up, delivers downfield. Intercepted! Jamari Sharp makes the pick that will clinch Indiana's first national championship.
How about Jamari Sharp, who's from Miami of Florida, went to Northwestern High School, takes advantage of an underthrown ball, had his eyes on it the whole way. Right here, went to Northwestern High School, probably a dream of his to make a play like that.
And Curt Cignetti is going to deliver on all that swag, all that bravado that he brought to Bloomington and said all things are possible. Why should Indiana football take a back seat? He finds Mendoza. He brings a bunch of guys from JMU. He has a keen eye for talent, and a bunch of experienced veteran guys are going to come out of here with the school's first national title.
I think it's got to be one of the greatest stories we've ever seen in college football. One of the losingest teams in college football history at the start of the year to now the national champions.
A century of futility is forgotten. The Indiana Hoosiers are the kings of college football. Just win a championship, to come back to Miami and beat the school that did not even offer him as a walk-on. As Cignetti said a few weeks ago, it's a hell of a movie, Kirk.
It's unbelievable. They're just everything you'd want to see. Living in the Midwest my whole life, to think that Indiana's in this position, it's almost too good of a story, really. So congrats to the Hoosiers all over the country.
So grateful to bring it to you. Bill Bonnell produced the game. Jimmy Platt directed it. A usual outstanding job from our crew. Operations specialist Cindy Pennington, thanks for work she and her entire team have done all season long. We've got a lot more to come from here in Miami. Indiana joins the club of national champions, the first new team to do that since the Florida Gators in '96. Much more to break down from Hard Rock Stadium as we join now the Ram Trucks post game.